This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Stara Huta. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub. And as of the 1.0 release, this map is available for all platforms. Let's read a little bit of the description. Welcome to Stara Huta, a nice map located in Poland. On this map, you'll find 3 farms, a few sell points, biogas, quite a lot of forest, sawmill, 127 fields, 2 new crop types, rye and alfalfa, or triticale, and blueberries. So if you roam through certain areas of the forest, you can collect wild blueberries and then sell them. Pretty interesting. This map also includes 2 additional animal types, goats and chickens, seasons compatibility, precision farming compatibility. So the map does indeed have both a seasons mask and a custom soil map. 2 new tree saplings, spruce and pine, can be found in the store, and much more. Now there is a note on the description that says if you load this map up with mods that include additional height types, and height types are mods that allow you to tip to ground a new fill type. So the strawHarvest mod is a height type mod. It adds hay pellets and straw pellets. Seasons is a height type mod because it adds semi-dry hay, salt, and snow to the map's fill types. Now, other height type maps include the various maize plus mods. And basically what this description note is saying is that if you have any one of those height type additional mods, you cannot also run seasons. You're going to have to make a choice. Do you run seasons or do you run strawHarvest? Do you run seasons or do you run maize plus? Now you might have a problem running maize plus because of the number of height types included with it alone. The reason you run into this problem is the map author has not increased the height type limit on the map to a point where you can add seasons, strawHarvest, maize plus, and such. Go ahead and load on in here. Take a look at the map. And here we are. If we take a look at our lands area, you see we start out here in the farm that has cows and pigs. We also have field 104, 100, 105, 122, and then a little bit of forest down here by 127. Biogas plant is $236,000 basically. Got another farm up here which includes chickens, goats, and horses, $145,000. And then we have a sheep and duck farm right here for $137,000. Take a look at the prices of the forest around here. $320,000, $321,000, $183,000. You have the unbuyable land, which is indeed unbuyable at basically $1 billion. Look at some of our field prices: $225,000, $195,000. We move into some of these smaller fields: $16,000, $15,000, $24,000, nearly $25,000. So we've got fields for all kinds of farmers, small and large. And then if you look in the forest, we have this red. That is blueberries. Tick that off, you'll see that goes away. So anywhere you see that scribbled around, that is where you're going to find blueberries in the forest. So we have all of our crop types available to us here in Farm Sim 19, as well as blueberry, rye, and lucerne or alfalfa. Take a look at the custom soil map. You'll see that we've got a fair bit of loamy sand all through the middle of the map. And then to the north, we have some sandy loam, back to sandy loam, and then silty clay, and then back to sandy loam again. Then the same kind down here to the south, a lot of sandy loam with little pockets of loamy sand and silty clay. Take a look at our sell points. We have two main sell points: sell at the neighbors and grain elevator. For the bulk of our grain crops, we do have the wool sell point for our wool and cotton. Sale at the neighbors is going to take our eggs. Meanwhile, the dairy station is going to accept our milk. You have a wood chip sell point at the wood chip sell point. The bale sell point is going to take our hay, straw, and grass. Note, there's nothing that is going to take our silage right away until we own the biogas plant. And then we also have goat milk at the dairy station. We have our alfalfa hay bale sell point, I guess, our regular alfalfa bale sell point. Here we have our rye. And then our blueberry sell point, conveniently at the blueberry sell point. We do also have a sell point at the bale sell point area for our pellets if we do activate strawHarvest. You have a pretty good listing here of starting equipment, including some buckets and a lizard cart for the blueberries. So we're going to look at how to harvest our blueberries here in a little bit. We do not have any animals at the start, and we do have contracts available. Take a look at that starting equipment. We start out the New Holland T5 100, John Deere 6135M, and the Bison Super Z056 harvester. We got the 1978 pickup truck. We have our custom cart for blueberry collection. We have our HW80 trailer, our grain header for our harvester, the Salford plow, and the Polymag 300 cultivator, the 830 seeder, the Oettinger NovaCat 301 ED front mower. Then we have the Fanex 604 tedder, TOP 462 windrower, the Strautaman forage wagon, and then we have a series of blueberry buckets. And then we do have our custom animal enclosures. So we have a cow pasture, pig enclosure, horse paddock, goat husbandry, sheep pasture, chicken coop, duck, grain silo, silage bunker, garage, barn, and then a bevy of other buildings, fences, and farmhouses. Now, if you load this map up on Farm Manager or start from scratch, the farm that you see here is barren. In fact, all the farms are barren at the start. We do have the ability to put down our custom pig, cow, sheep, and chicken, duck enclosures. We also have some base game enclosures that have been set up for duck. And the same with our goat. We have the custom goat enclosure, or we can put a couple base game sheep enclosures in that have also been set up for ducks. So lots of options. Go to miscellaneous, pretty much set there. And put down our custom silo and our silage bunker. We have some fencing and fence posts in the decoration. We have a bevy of different sheds and buildings. And then we have our 3 custom farmhouses. So let's take a look around the main farm. So right here, we have our farmhouse and our sleep trigger. Directly in front of us, we have our farm silo right here. So we have a dump station. And turn on an inside light. Then our out pipe, as you might imagine, is here on the other side. Here we have our out pipe. I like how we've got our equipment set up here. Not any room inside, so we've got some stuff sitting outside. tractors. You have the sense of having custom lighting on the map. In here we have our, this is our pig area, so we have our pig food, our pig water trough. We activate animal pen extension mod, and that's what puts up these blue pipes. It helps us, one, locate where the water trough is, helps us identify if there is custom support in the map for the placement of those. Then we also have our straw trigger inside there. 50 pigs. And there we go. Now on this side, we do have the slurry point for our pigs. We also have the slurry point for our cows. We have our water trough for our cows. We have our milk trigger. This Lily machine is part of the animal pen extension mod. Again, it will help us locate where the milk trigger is. And you can get into this and basically relocate it wherever you should so wish. Now inside here we do have our feed trough and our straw trigger. Now, I like this cow pasture because we do have a gate here. You could imagine if the back here was also fenced in, then you could kind of have your cows going between the pastures. And then the animal buy point for the cows is right here. 50 cows in this area also. We have our manure for our cows and the manure for our pigs. And that fair, gentlemen, is basically our starting farm. I do need to admit in that looks like we've got ourselves a minor traffic jam. Starting equipment said that we had a bunch of buckets and the strawberry cart, the blueberry cart. Oh, there it is. I don't know where the buckets are. In here. Yeah, any rate, I'm not really sure where the buckets are. But we do have our cart. We get in our cart and we can drive it around. We can't basically change our perspective. We have to drive around this in first person, which is disappointing because it's a bumpy ride, as you can see. It's really, really disappointing that you can't change the camera angle on this. Oh, there's our buckets right there. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and pick this up and put it into the back of the truck. Hold on. For whatever reason, I need to enable super strength because I'm just not powerful enough to pick this darn thing up. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up, put it on the truck, and see if we can't strap it down. And if we can, we're going to drive down here to our blueberry patch, and we're going to see about collecting some blueberries. Forgot to mention that we do here have our silage, or small silage pit, outlined by these 4 poles. See the field of alfalfa, or blue serene, as some folks call it, here on our right. Pick up our cart, and we'll put her down. Now, when we got this cart, we need to first unfold it, and then turn it on. And then, when we drive over our little blueberry patches, right here, see, we'll start collecting blueberries. Keep kind of making our way around here. We collect it till we have 10 units. Let's turn it off. And you can see we can do tip side left, tip side right. Get out here to the road. Do a nice clearing. All right, we'll do tip side left. We'll do have access to this land. All right, we'll just do it right here then. Go. And then what we're supposed to do now is take our bucket, and let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, just took it. Now we have blueberries in our bucket. Take a look and try to find the blueberry sell point right here. Tag this place. This little interesting adventure, picking wild blueberries. Now the description does say that over time, the blueberries will grow back. And I did load this up with seasons earlier when I was kind of doing a cursory look of the map. And you don't have blueberries right away in early spring. So blueberries will need to grow if you play the map with seasons. Don't think, I don't know, I'm not sure, I didn't pay attention obviously, if there is custom growth for the blueberries as far as some sort of partial geo. I did look and I didn't notice a full geo. There may have been a crops entry, I just didn't dig into it that far. 3 maps today, little busy. Here we have our blueberry sell point. A little bucket of blueberries. Remember we had about 10. Go. We pour it out. $235. 10 little blueberries. So that is how we do blueberries. Now if we go to the shop, go to vehicles and then miscellaneous, we have our blueberry cart. We need to buy another one. And if we go to tools, miscellaneous, we have our bucket, $50 bucket for blueberries. We do have a blueberry cart already at the start. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blueberry buckets at the start on new farmer mode. As I said in Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, all of the pre-built farms are empty. And you do have the ability to plant or put down all of those buildings. Now, the description also said there were some custom pallets. We do have a spruce saplings pallet and a pine saplings pallet. They are built into the map. So let's go ahead and get set up for the fly around and take a look around the map. Give a little bit of a height here. And you can see the map border right there. Map border off in the distance. There we have our start farm. And then right over there is where we had our little adventure with the blueberries. Let's go ahead and make our way through the forest here, but first, gotta wonder, what do we have going on here? We either have dig, someone's digging up something that maybe nefariously happened, or are we covering something up? We never may know. True story of half-buried tractor in the woods. Over here we have our biogas plant. 3 big silage bunkers. Sorry, 2 big silage bunkers. To the left we've got our map border. The map border kind of ebbs and flows. Not a straight line. Made our way over here to one of our additional farms. This particular farm is goats, chickens, and horses. Take a closer look at those here in a little bit. Third possible player farm is just up here on the left, and it includes sheep and ducks. So we have our sheep and duck farm. Let me loop our way around, and a bulk of the sell points and the shop and everything are right here in town. We have our animal dealer, we've got our bale sell point, one of our grain sell points, and then the shop is right here. We have our shop trigger. Go ahead and get our Mahindra. We have our customize, repair, sell, and trade trigger right there. And then we have our vehicle spawn point. Do have fuel amongst all the other things here in this one area. Let's see. Do we have collisions on our poles? Yes, we do. Right here we have our animal dealer. We have our bale sell point to the left, our grain sell point to the right. Take you back out to the road. So Lipinki is off in that direction. So this particular map author has done a fair number of Polish maps, and I suspect he's got kind of roads going out and signs going out to all of his various other maps. In fact, let's go ahead and take the Lipinki Road out to our wood chip and sawmill sell point. We've already seen the main farm here. We've already dealt with the blueberry sell point, so we don't need to loop back that particular way. And then I think we'll kind of make our way around the map border over here to our other farms, sell points, and conclude at the biogas plant. It's a really cool, fun little map. I like the addition of the blueberries for sure. Brings a whole different aspect to it. Would like to see, you know, fruit and other types of crops brought into the game more. You know, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, grapes. We've got, you know, grape harvesting on a large scale. Maybe grape harvesting more on a small scale. Fruit trees, amongst other things. So we have our wood chip sell point here. The log sell point right there. The activation icon. Our way through the forest here. Map edge is just right over there. Forest road's done real nice. Occasional clearings. Try not to get too terribly fast for you guys. This going in and out of shadow can sometimes be disorienting. Turn on here. Your way between some fields. Now the first map that I saw ducks and goats in was off Bergman. I'm not going to go out on a limb and declare these ducks and goats or from Hof Bergman, but they do look an awful lot like Hof Bergman ducks and goats. Whoa. Here we have the duck farm and sheep farm. Each farm has its own unique sleep trigger. We have our ducks right here. 75 ducks. We have white, black, brown, or duck male. Believe we're going to get our duck eggs, possibly from inside here. Then we have our food trough. And there you see your little duck. Over here we have our sheep area. We have our food trough and our water trough. Again, we activate animal pen extension mod. That's what shows up that. We have our sheep buy point right here. 50 sheep. And I believe our wool spawn point is going to be right in this general vicinity. There you go. Just take a quick gander across the map. It's fairly flat for the most part. Coming up here to another small collection of sell points. We have our grain dump right here. Second grain sell point. Dairy sell point right there. Dairy sell point. Lime. And then our spinnery. So just cut across here. To get to our third player farm. Right here we have goats. We have a water trough, food trough, goat delivery point. We have brown, white, and black goats. There he is, Mr. Billy Goat. There he is. And then goats also produce milk. So we have our milk spawn point right there. We have our horse area. We have our water, food, 16 horses, straw, and we'll have to see, do our horses produce manure? So our goats produce goat milk and reproduce. They take water, silage, grass, hay, lucerne hay, or hay pellets. Cows, standard array of outputs there. Water, mixed ration, silage, normal stuff there. Normal stuff on the pigs with the addition of rye. Water, manure and slurry. Sheep, silage, 100% effectiveness, or grass, hay, lucerne hay, or hay pellets, 100% effectiveness. So you can feed them silage if you wanted, or grass, hay, and the like. Water. Ducks, wheat, barley, or rye. They produce eggs. And our horses, there we go. oats, hay, straw, and water. Then we have chickens. Of course, we have our food trough for our chickens. 5-point. And then our eggs are possibly going to spawn inside of here. Chickens, wheat, barley, rye. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sleep trigger for this particular farm is right there. Let's make our way down to the biogas plant, and that's going to do us then for Stara Huta. This map sliding really makes the yellow stand out. I know folks are probably going to ask, can you collect blueberries with the bucket? No, you can't. You can only collect blueberries with the cart. And then you empty the cart on the ground, pick the blueberries up off the ground with the bucket, and then you sell them at the sell point with the bucket. We are coming up to the biogas plant. We have our digestate, we have our digester, and then we have our 2 large silage bunkers. Bunker number 1 and a bunker number 2. So guys, that is going to do us for Stara Huta. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this map? What do you think of the addition of goats, ducks, and blueberries? And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.